Tony Robbins' original mentor was a motivational speaker and author named Jim Rohn. Jim created this valuable concept about how life and business is like the changing seasons. See, we can't change the seasons, it's impossible. They cycle through winter, spring, summer, and fall. The only thing we can change is ourselves. Depending where we're at in our life determines what season of life we're in. Let me explain what these seasons are so you can see exactly where you fall. And we'll start with the one that most of us get stuck in, the hard winter. We're in winter when we're feeling like life's got us down. We have to learn how to handle our winters. The winters will always come. Remember, we can't stop the cycle of the seasons. And when winter is here, it's here. Doesn't matter how we got there. It's now our responsibility to deal with it. Every one of us have winters. We all have winters of disappointment, winters of suffering, winters of sickness, broke winters, heartbroken winters, and life-changing winters. When things are tough for you, always try to remember it just means that it's your winter time. The pain of winter is unavoidable, but at the same time, it's just a season that will eventually end. If we accept winter when it comes, then we can learn about it and learn how to conquer it. And the only way for us to get out of our winters is to get stronger, wiser, and better.
Become wiser, become stronger, become better to handle the winters that are going to come in your life.
Obtaining knowledge and taking action acts as the blanket that keeps us warm during our winters. When we're in winter, we have to read more, learn more, push harder, and take massive action every day of that rough winter. We have to go to bed thinking about the problem we're having in life and wake up ready to solve it.
The winters won't change, but you can. And that's how life changes for you. See, before I understood when it was winter, I used to wish it was summer. I didn't understand. When it was hard, I used to wish it was easy. I didn't know. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. That's the key.
Don't wish for less problems in your winter. Create more skills during your winter, and you will conquer that winter and any other winter that comes in your life. Just always remember, winter is the time to learn and grow and push yourself, and it's also the time when you're least gonna feel like doing it. Eventually, enough self-education and growth will lead us to our spring, the spring advantage. We know we're in spring when we're feeling good about ourselves. We took the right steps during winter and we're not feeling in such a slump anymore. But once again, remember, it's just spring and this season won't last forever. We have to take advantage of our spring while we're in it, while we feel good. The season of spring is meant for opportunity, the opportunities that arise after hard winters of study and dedication, after putting in that effort to pull ourselves out of that slump and to feel better. See, when we're feeling good, that's when we will start to see the opportunities around us. It's hard to see these opportunities during winter. Opportunities will be most clear to us during our springtime. But just because spring is here is certainly no guarantee that we're gonna look good when fall comes around. We have to do something with our spring or we'll cycle right back to that winter once again.
You have to get good at one of two things in life: planting in the spring or begging in the fall.
Once we take advantage of our spring, we'll be in the flow of summer. Summer's when we're on the hustle. This is the grind. This is when you're happy about the path you chose during spring and you're right on that path towards it. You put everything you got into everything you do. Problems arise, but you persevere and figure out the solutions. People in negativity will try to hold you back, but momentum and perseverance will push you forward. Summer is when we learn how to protect our crops that we started during the spring.
Learn how to protect your crops all summer. Sure enough, as soon as you've planted your garden in the spring, the busy bugs and the noxious weeds are out to take it. And here's the next bit of truth: they will take it unless you prevent it. All good will be attacked. Every garden will be invaded. Not to think so is naive.
Summer's when we learn to prevent the intruders from taking all the good we started. And as we all know, sometimes our worst intruder can be ourselves and our own thoughts. Self-discipline and a strong vision of outcome will get us through our summer grind. Every garden must be tended to all summer long, and once it's tended to long enough, we'll reach our season of fall. The fall harvest. Fall is when we finally get what we strive for, what we've been working hard for and sweating for all summer long. It's the season of harvest and reward. But keep in mind, fall harvest does not come to those who wish, only those who do. It only comes to those who planted in the spring and grinded out the weeds during the summer. Jim Rohn says, "If you do well, learn to reap in harvest time without apology and without complaint if you do bad."
Accept your personal harvest with full responsibility. No need to complain because it's your crop. So whatever your harvest is, you've got to say, "That's my harvest." Don't complain. Take responsibility.
There is only one person to blame if our harvest doesn't show up in fall. Our harvest will only produce what we put into it. If you didn't get what you were hoping for this harvest, learn why and make sure your next fall harvest is a greater one. I personally always looked at the cycle of the seasons as it relates to our goals. These seasons are like a circle of life for our goals as well. During winter, it's harsh times because we have no goal or objective. We figure out how to make things better by studying, coming up with ideas, and creating goals. And then once we have a goal in mind, we start to feel better about our future. Once we feel better, our spring for that goal has arrived. This is when we figure out how to reach that goal. We start heading in the direction that we chose during winter and really make our commitment to that goal. Spring is when you really commit. Then, after we fully commit to that goal, it's time for summer. Now, summer is all about maintaining the path we committed to take. We work hard and sacrifice during the summer, but at the same time, things are in a nice flow for us, and we just continue working hard and grinding every day to get closer and closer to that goal we want. Then finally, after that long winter of studying, figuring out what to do in the spring, and the hard work we put in during the summer, it comes time to collect our reward in fall. All the work we've done pays off in some way. Make sure to enjoy your harvest when it comes, because eventually the novelty of it will wear off and the cycle of the seasons will begin all over again. It doesn't matter how many times we hit the harvest of fall, just know winter is always coming back. So in the end, remember, we can't change the seasons, but as Jim said, we can change ourselves. Our winters will be hard, our springs will be hectic, our summers will be long, but we can persevere through it all. That fall harvest will always, always be worth the wait. And always remember, every winter will end, and if you put in the work, your fall harvest will come.
In due time, your harvest will come.